Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Valheim. Give me just a moment. I'll get into the game and we'll have a look at where we left off here. So, here we are in my little room made for a temporary stay. Just trying to, make sure I have a place to rest for the night, a place to cook food, um, and store my stuff. Uh, if I recall correctly, there were a couple of sites that I had found that looked like it would be a good place to start uh, building a base, building a home, whatever you want to call it. Um, and of course, a bunch of places for me to find berries and mushrooms and stuff. I think I was going to focus more on site number 2 than 1 because this looked a little bit better. It looked like boar will spawn here, so I can try to capture some and tame them and, you know, have them around for that. Um, but I do want to double check with the first area um, that I had marked, uh, just to see, if it's still as good as it could be. After all, I did mark it as a potential site, not necessarily a guaranteed one. Of course, the deer and stuff are going to run off as I go. Looks like some mushrooms have reappeared. I'll go ahead, pick them. Well, maybe those weren't. This was over here. Yeah, this is not responding yet. Those were other mushrooms, I guess. Which one am I aiming for? Third one over there. So we're gonna head over here, see if this is a decent place to build. I know the other place had like a farm, um, probably some berry bushes as well. Is this another place for mushrooms? It is. So I'm gonna go ahead. Once again, I'm marking these places so that when I start needing a bunch of them, um, in higher quantities, for some of the future crafting and whatnot. I know I'm just playing solo, but it could be that I need a bunch of it for certain reasons. For different drinks, potions, different foods, I think also require it. So the reason why I was thinking that this would be a good place is just because it has some flat land to start with. And then from here I can smooth out the ground with the tools that I get. And, just try to make it a good place. But I think the other place might be better. Also, I'm going to bunch on some more food. Berries is what I want for the stamina. And of course, lots of skill training as well. During the rain, of course, as the raven said, or the crow. Which is it, ravens? Odin's ravens? Odin's crows? I think ravens. As the raven said, Like, I will not regain stamina as quickly in the rain whenever the, the the I keep wanting to call it an ability. That's not right. Um, when the effect wet there up in the top corner is active, uh, you regain stamina slower. I don't know what speed that is, but it is just slower during the 2 minutes that that's active. And the 2 minute timer, of course, doesn't start going down until you are no longer in the rain. Alright, I'm almost to the destination. How much flatter is this area? I think I like this a little bit more because these two buildings are on the same level, mostly. Like, there's a slight difference. So I might have to, make a little bit of a dip down or flatten it out just ever so slightly. But it also has a bunch of fences, mostly pre-made, so I just need to finish it off, find some boars, and lead them into the pens. So, yeah, I think this one is a better spot than the first one that I found. So, I'm just going to go ahead and move that one. And it seems like it's probably getting to be nighttime soon, so I'm gonna run back to base. I can actually probably put this stuff away so I run faster. Because, like, anytime you have a weapon out or a shield out, or you're wearing armor, your speed is going to decrease a little bit just to offset, that you're carrying a bunch of stuff. And granted, you're carrying it either way, it's in your inventory, but, if it's equipped, then it'll slow you down a bit. Alright, we're back over here. And I just realized that since it's raining, I might not be able to go to sleep because the fire is currently extinguished. So let's grab some of this. Stone axe. Right, I had to make an extra axe because it wore off. Alright, there, let's go to buildings. And like roof pieces. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one, kind of like that, and one in the middle, like that. Now does that consider it being covered? Doesn't seem like it. So let me deconstruct it and see if I can build it a little further over like that. That seems to be a little bit better. Put this back on top of it like so. And now I can rest for the night as soon as I have dried off. But you can't go to sleep when you're soaking wet. There we go. Sleep the night. And hopefully the weather will be better the next day. Alright, day 7. We have some honey that we can get. I forgot. I think honey is no longer as good as it used to be as far as healing one hit point per tick. But it is still wonderful for a stamina food. Okay. So, in order to get things for the place, I suppose I should start cutting down some trees. I am rested at the moment. I am going to cut down trees over here because once I deconstruct my little hovel there, I'm probably not going to be back here. So, yeah, oh. I didn't expect that to go in one hit. But I don't plan to be back here, so any, deforestation that might cause things to not look as great, I probably won't ever see again. I mean, maybe I will a little bit if I'm running through the area, but that'd be it. And that way I can leave the area that I get to as pristine as possible, you know. Not always about form, usually more about function. But, I do like things to look decent sometimes. And I should pick up stones whenever I see them, because I can't mine any rocks yet. Alright. Now, I never checked. So, I do want to check something out while I'm doing this. So it's like 5 hits to get that. 4 to break that. And 4 to break that. And that provides me with like about 10 pieces of wood. But if I do this, I just get 2 wood. So I suppose technically, rather than cutting down the trees, I should be chopping down the little smaller ones. The difference, of course, is that these are never going to come back. But again, I'm probably not going to be back here. So, I suppose it's okay. Also, maybe just cutting down the... Oh, that one gave 3. Okay. So 2 to 3 then. And then these fallen logs give 5. Alright, well... that seems to be good enough. How much wood is that at this point? We'll stop at 3 stacks, I guess. Probably isn't enough. Oh, right. I forgot. There is an actual weight limit to how much I can carry, not just inventory space. So I'm going to need to put this away, or at least some of the other stuff needs to be put away. So we'll do that, guess we'll do that. And then I'm just going to some basic food to get things started. Sure, I'll have some more meat as well. And then my destination is to the south, not to the west. Once again, put that away to run a little faster. And so the purpose of all of this, well, the purpose of the home part is so I have a place to work from, to, you know, build different things, to have a pen of boar. I really wish I could plant berry bushes, because this would be nice to, you know, kind of have as a berry bush farm, as it's kind of shown. But so this is going to be like where I start things off. You know, I don't know if I'm going to have like a central hub to explore the world from, or if I'm just going to build smaller bases out and about whenever I find a good place. You know, I might do a little of both. I need this, and I need the workbench. So, you know, that's what this is for. Once I have everything over here, I'm gonna start working on preparing to confront Eikthyr, which is the first boss of the area. I don't really know how difficult it's going to be, because I never got to play the initial part of the game solo. I saw some friends playing it. I asked them how they liked it. They told me a little bit about it. Asked them if they wanted, or if they would be okay if I joined them. They said, yes, please. And so by the time I joined them, they were already working towards the second boss. So I never got to really see how this first one was, because, you know, they had a lot of stuff already gathered up, so, you know, I didn't need to do too much, didn't need to do too much gathering of my own. I just used what was in stock. Oh, I can't deconstruct unless there's a crafting table nearby either? Okay. Well, let's put another one over here then. And I do see a boar over there. So, hold on. Let's get some fences built over here. Kind of want this to start off being the fenced area. So, going to just do some this, and like that. And now, if I get the attention of a boar or two, there's one. I suppose one for now. Just have it chase me. It's supposed to be giving chase. There we go. This up. Where did it go? There it is. Just run in here. Oh. Does it not want to be pinned in? Or is it just... Oh, it's just probably just trying to path its way to me. And then... Here. All of this. Probably should have done this first. where is all of this? There we go. And now it should be pinned in. This also looks like a good one to have as a pen, but again, looks like workbench. So let's just find a spot for that. Get the fence going again like this, like that. And this is only a temporary fence. I'm probably going to build walls or something, more of a building for the boar rather than just a pen. Just because I know that they get frightened when they see you. So you know what? Maybe I should just do that first. How much wood do I have? 42? Oops. Wrong thing. Let me just do that instead. Yeah, okay. So, wonder if this would be enough of a wall. Maybe. Let's start it like over here. Can I just make a circle like this? I don't know how big this is going to be. Might not be big enough. I mean, it's big enough. I just don't know how big of a pen I actually need this to be. Just do something like this in a circle. Because these probably will have more health. Excuse me. More health than a fence does. Alright, let's see if I can find another boar. I think I left a few of them roaming around over here last time. Like that. That's why there was that one ready to come after me right away. But I'm uncertain if, like, non-pet spawns will always be in the same place. Like, I don't know if they're persistent. Maybe when I quit the game last time, said, okay, we don't need to worry about all these creatures that are in these specific spots anymore. So maybe I'm only gonna have one boar. Which should be a shame, because that was part of the reason why I came over here. But let's have a quick look first. Might just be in the woods or something. Or they might not be anywhere. Oh, some more mushrooms. Let's do that. The reason why I want mushrooms so much is it's what the boars eat to be tamed. There's a deer. I probably shouldn't be ignoring deer. I do need some deer pelts and among other things. Alright, those are still where I'm looking to. Oh, and I missed that one. Didn't even know that one was there. Another spot with at least 5 mushrooms, so we'll mark this one as well. There we are. Yeah, it's looking like there's not many boar in the area. Which again is a shame. There's another deer. But not really looking for them at the moment. Oh, there's a boar. Over by the mountains. So they're both just normal ones. So let me get their attention. Was that one also a normal one? That is. Alright, well. Let's see if they will follow me back. I mean, it seems like they will. Will they come after me quickly? Oh. They'll flank me, it seems. Oh, and there we go. First Valheiming, kind of. Like, I have played before. Just I haven't played the beginning before. And I know that there is a lot of new stuff coming up. I know that there is a lot of stuff that I have yet to see. And there we go. Hopefully that is enough to keep them contained. Let me see what the rest of the stuff you said. Feel free to plan and build to heart's content. My longhouse consists of over 7,000 pieces. Wow. Structural integrity physics made the challenge very fun. Oh, world wiping bug, that sucks. Also made an island into a castle base to get away from any possible world event spawns. You can do many amazing things with angles. It's true. And you know, I like a lot of the improvements that they've made to the game over the since it's first come out. Let me grab. See, there's 3 of them in there, so I guess 9 should be a good number. Just gonna toss that over the fence. Start getting them to be tame a little bit, hopefully, once they see the mushrooms. But yeah, I just started this last week, or this playthrough last week. And, you know, I plan to go through as much as I can. You know, I know that there's multiple zones. I know that the Mistlands is currently the latest, but the Ashlands are coming out soon. And, you know, I just want to, I want to experience it from beginning to end, I guess. Because most of what I have done in the past is, like I was saying, I joined a friend on his world for a little bit, and I completely missed out on the beginning stuff. And, you know, occasionally some of the middle stuff as well. And, you know, this is really a game that I enjoy playing. I like exploring. I like building in it. So, I mean, right now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to build too much, considering I only have wood to work with. but um, I do plan on keeping it mostly normal. For the moment, I have it everything set to the normal. Uh, um, what am I looking for? Normal specifications, so the things aren't easier. I don't get more resources or anything like that. Portals are normal at the moment, but if anything would change, that would be one of them that would, just for uh, sake of um, streaming. So, I don't want to, spend an entire stream sailing out to an island, mining up a bunch of iron, and then sailing it back. That sort of thing. I don't want an entire stream to be that way. I would rather, sure, the first trip, sail to the island, mine it up, sail back. Or not island. Well, I guess it is an island. Swamp is what I meant. Um, and sail back normally, just for the sake of doing it properly at least once. But after that, maybe make the portal allow items to be carried through, so that I don't have to waste a bunch of time. Not that it's wasted or anything. I do enjoy sailing as well. One new setting I like to use is no build cost, but everything unlocks as it normally would. Too many hours farming thousands of materials, boathouse farm, portal house, guest island with cabin. Main world has no. My island base outer walls were inspired by St. Augustine. Ah, very nice. And if it comes to it, I have no problems with changing the settings to, make it more entertaining, or, you know, less boring. Not that I plan it to be boring or anything, just I know things can get monotonous, as you said, for farming for materials. What's the word? Hot cheese for. Alright, let's see. Let me just put some of this away that I'm not going to need right off the bat. Probably don't need those. Oops. Wrong button. That's okay. I needed to eat something anyway. Just splitting up some of the stuff. Don't need that for building, really. Treasure isn't needed for building. Suppose I don't need 2 stone axes at the moment. But I should do something with this over here. So there's a lot of stuff built in here already, which is kind of one of the reasons why I was having a look at this. I don't need 2 beds. But I wasn't sure which one I want, so let me fix up the floors a little bit here. I guess fix up the bed as well. Oh, I guess I can't claim this. Okay, well, never mind. Let me break it. After you deforest an entire game mountain that hits you. There's a forest there a minute ago. Exactly. I know the same feeling. Like, in my Minecraft game, I'm building a spire to the skybox, and I have leveled a couple of mountains already, supplying the materials for that. So I know exactly how that goes. All right, let's put that as my spawn point. Fix up the wall over here. Oh, thank you very much for following. I certainly appreciate that. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Just starting another day of Valheim. Um, Other than that, gonna start doing some building. Um, Gonna have to hunt some of the beginning creatures here, so like some more boars, um, some deer. Uh, Almost daily. I stream 5 days a week, so I stream Sunday through Thursday normally. I start usually around 6 p.m. Eastern time, uh, and then just go for as long as I can. Usually about 3 hours makes a decent uh, length for a stream. But I think like Valheim, I'm probably gonna stream a little bit longer. Depends on uh, how long my voice holds out. That's the main part. I used to stream, really uh, uh, well, I guess it was still 3+ hours, but it was more longer streams. Um, and so I've cut back to try to be about 3 hours just to save my voice a little bit. Professional graphic designer. Can I get my Discord? No, I don't have a Discord. Sorry. Um, but I'm also not really looking for anything at the moment. But if I do, I will certainly, you know, um, give it some thought. All right. Should maybe one more. That's still fairly flat. It should be a good enough starting base or foundation, I guess, for my base. It is starting to get a little bit of dirt in the corner here, but that's okay. Oops. Should probably also get a corner of this set up with an overhang, just so I can have a crafting bench right here before things break. So we'll put this right in the corner. And is it too exposed? All right, so, oops. Let's see if more building will help with that. More ceiling. Like so. And I might actually need a little bit more on this side as well. It's a shy workbench. I mean, it's true. There's a workbench right over here as well. But, you know. There's that good enough? That's good enough. There we go. Repair everything. But that's the reason why I have two stone hammers, is I broke one before I could get a workbench to repair it. So I crafted another. Now that I have two, I don't know, I might have to throw it away somewhere. I know that items do despawn after a while if they're away from your workbenches. Did it again. So, we'll see. Item management is something I want to try to stay on top of this game, because I know I am not great. Oops. I'm not great at keeping my inventories all that nice. Workbench. Listen, I can do what you want me to, but I'm going to need some privacy with my poorly crafted Valheim jokes. Alright, well, you know. Looks like I am out of lumber. Well, I guess I'm not really out of lumber. I do have this building I can just tear apart. And then the rest of it will just fall down on its own. There we go. There's some more wood. Fences I probably don't. And it's raining again. Of course it is. Building shelves and stacking chests like they have been slid into cubbies, then adding signs the long way is a great way to manage storage. Made things a lot easier about 3 bosses and so many materials. Hope that helps. It does. So what, at least for these size of chests, what I think I probably will do is I'll do something like, where is it? Usually have like these posts as dividers, and then I take the chests, I kind of line them up like this, to a little cubby, and then I put a floor in like that, and then have a second of chests on top, kind of like this. Chests can barely merge. Yeah, exactly. But of course, this changes when we get to the larger treasure chests, because they're just so much larger. I think I usually end up just putting one per, and they don't quite line up as nicely, but they're still pretty good, just because, for nothing else, the amount of storage that they have. Alright, I do need a place for a fire as well. So maybe right here for the time being. I also need a, what is it? What tool is it? It is it this? That's for working earth. I think it's this. I think the hoe is what I use to get rid of the grass and whatnot to make farmland. Later on it'll be useful. About 4 bosses in, there's so many things to store that when I usually take a day and plan, build an actual material shed. Ah. Okay. Let's see, I need this, so I need wood and stone. Oh, here's some stone. And I suppose, you know, got some wood just right here to use. ADHD and OCD don't help me. Fair enough. But, you know, at least it keeps things interesting. What do I need here? Oh, I need more wood. That's what's going on. Is that enough? Do I have 5? I have 6. Okay, that should be enough. Make one of these. can do new things. 17 pickaxes and a chest once. They just, you know, shit. 17 random simply will not do in my... Well, that's true. And, you know, I'm sure I'm going to have such an instance as well. You know, what am I doing? This is level ground. Yeah, this is what turns it to dirt. Alright, since I want it to turn to dirt, I need to tear up the floor that I just built. That way I can have it so that no grass is coming in. We'll leave this central one so I have something to put the floor back on. Of course, it's raining, so my stamina just doesn't come back all that easily. There we go. Alright, I guess most of it was already turned into this kind of ground, but you know, just want to make sure it is consistent. I really dislike it when grass starts poking up in through the floorboards, or a lot of my buildings I tend to build where there's dandelions. I don't know why. And so every once in a while, I just enter my house, and there we are. Just like 5 dandelions poking up through the floorboards. Just like, I just can't get rid of it. You know, I know that dandelions are usually bad for most lawns and whatnot, but inside of the house, all you need is a bed roof and a chimney to roof. First game I played that dealt with ventilation of any sort, I still find it very good. Yeah, I like the fact that you have to work with ventilation for the fires, and looks like I can't just place this underneath. So there goes that. Luckily I still had the other one built. I also like that there is, oops, didn't mean to break it, isn't meant to point it out, that there is like a weathering effect. So if things are left out in the weather, like they get their health dropped down, and they just have a weathered look to them. I kind of wish that there was a way to have a full health weathered look to some things. That get placed right. There we go. There's my floor again. Nope, that's the wrong button. I am going to have a few problems with buttons every once in a while, just because every game has a different configuration. Floor vegetation is how you get it. Used to repair weathering when returning to finish a large build, cleaning jobs. Yeah, that makes sense. Back to... No, I was going to... I need my bed back, I suppose. Just the bed, put it right there for now. Again, look, it's a roof, so it does. Let's get one for it. Buildings. That's what I want right there. do this. Nope. Nope. Alright. And how about like this? We'll get up there. There we go. And then more. Like so. That, and you know, for the moment, I suppose let's just put this further under here. Just snuggle that up right next to the workbench right here. Put in a fire pit, see if that stays lit. It does. There are enemies nearby. Wonderful. I wonder if it's counting this boar over here. I haven't tried to tame. Hail, warrior. Hello. What's up, Hugin? You've crafted a hoe. This tool is used for landscaping. You could say it is the perfect complement to the hammer. Use it to clear the ground and manipulate the terrain. It is easier to create buildings on level ground. Exactly why I chose this place. Oh, that was Hugin flying away. Alright, how about now? Is it safe? I am wet. Hold on. I'm drying off. There we go. No dreams tonight, though. Alright, so we have a little bit of the basics here. Let's put down another. I don't have the wood for it. Never mind. Gonna have to go gathering up some more wood. Let me head back to my previous area and grab a bunch of this stuff. Do these guys need more food? They need more food. There we go. All right, don't break the walls, guys. Don't do that. I suppose they need repairs after the weathering, after all. Don't want the boars breaking out. I don't like that you can't sneak while building. I like having a lower angle to look at some things sometimes, just for when you need to build underneath what you've placed. Gonna wait for these guys to calm down, hopefully get their food. It's two of them. One more. Come on, buddy. I guess there are 3 hearts there. Alright. It's all good. Found it strange how streamers like yourself can actually read the words and learn the games. I often see streamers just zipping through, clicking things as quickly as possible. The answer is right in front of them. Maybe them youngins are all addled up. I mean, There are all sorts of people. I know a lot of people are impatient. I think a lot of streamers see standing around and reading things as boring. Um, and half the time that also means that they don't read, like you're saying, they don't read the information that they need right in front of them. There have been occasions where, even with me taking my time, I still miss the obvious. But patience seems to be very prevalent there. It is sometimes. All right, back here. Let me pair things while this workbench is still up, and we'll start breaking stuff down here. I don't know why I'm breaking all the top stuff first. Just break the foundation and everything breaks around it. There we go. See? Deconstructs itself. Oops. Didn't want to do that yet. Still need that. So I can deconstruct this. Pick up the B. Oh, but my inventory's full. Or my weight limit is full. So I'm gonna need to make a couple trips with this. And then once I get, I don't intend to fully build the house quite yet. I do want to do more than that. I want to do a little bit of hunting, get some better armor, or get any armor, I suppose. So I'm going to be doing some deer hunting, probably some boar hunting as I find them, gather up some materials, and also start preparing for fighting Eikthyr. Sneak past the boars. How's it going? It's going pretty good. Also, welcome. Glad to see you here. Just starting off. This is my second stream of New Start in Valheim, so I'm not very far along. First stream was a little short, just about under 2 hours, so I didn't get much. Right now it's just vanilla. I may, I was saying a little earlier, I may change a few of the options so that I can, like, maybe bring things through portals and whatnot. But that'll be later. I want to at least do the, like I was saying earlier, I want to prove that I am capable of doing the thing before using a shortcut to do it, I guess, is what I'm going for. So, like, sailing out to a swamp, clearing a dungeon, gathering up all the iron, piling it all into a boat and sailing it back to my home. I would want to do it at least once or twice before I contemplate, like, allowing things through the portals and stuff like that. So, right now it is just vanilla as far as, like, other mods goes, like, other than what comes in the game. I probably won't. I know that there are a lot of good ones out there. Some of them look really nice to use. Some of them just fix some of the minor little problems that are in the game. Buddies are on a modded server if you're interested in it, and also seem lit good landscape. Okay. Cool. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But yeah, like, if I were to mod the game from outside mods or anything like that. You're from the round table, by the way. Oh, cool. Well, glad to have you here. Um, but if I started getting into the mods, I would probably treat it like I do my uh, RimWorld games and have a very difficult time limiting the number of mods that I use. So uh, I want to just kind of do a vanilla or mostly vanilla to begin with. And then, if it comes to it, or, you know, if it seems like it would be worthwhile, maybe I'll look into actually adding some mods into it. But it wouldn't be too game changing. Oh, there's a log stuck in that tree. I should be very careful. But I wouldn't add anything that's like too game changing. Maybe simple things like being able to move the fog of war a little bit farther on the mini map. Maybe if there's like some fixes, like UI fixes or something like that. I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while. So maybe I would do something like that. But I certainly have a difficult time limiting the number of mods that I would use. So, and the funny thing is I'd probably be playing RimWorld right now if it wasn't for the fact that just recently got an update, and so all the mods that I do have set up in that don't work. So there's that as well. Okay. I was getting wood to just, I guess, build some more. Oh no, wait. I was still bringing stuff over from the other spot. Hold on. Let's do that. Let's put that in there. All the rest can stay for the moment. Let's go back and grab the rest of this stuff. Then I won't have to have that place marked on the map anymore. Also, let me know if the volume sounds good. Can't I build a cart? Yes and no. Yes, a cart is able to be built. No, I don't think I am at the point where I can build one yet. But I will take a look once I get back. Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can build one right now. But I think... doesn't the cart need nails? Or like... what is it? Bronze nails? Yeah. I haven't even fought Eikthyr yet. So, we're still working towards that at the moment. So, here's what I've explored so far. That is it. So, not much has been accomplished quite yet. So, I will be building a cart once I'm able to. I'll probably be building a lot of things. So, my bad, I'm too far ahead for you. I get it. I mean, I have played further. I have played with friends up through the Mistlands, or somewhere in the Mistlands. But we never got to the boss. We apparently have one of those worlds that is very difficult to find uh, the pictoglyph. What is it? Pictoglyph. The big stone that tells you where the boss is. And just have never come across the boss for the Mistlands. So, we since it was his world, eventually he kind of just gave up for a while, and other interests came around. So I haven't been able to play that in a while. What am I doing now? Got a little corner built for all of this. Oh, I should make this so I can cook up food. I don't know if I'm gonna build the entire house quite yet. Like, it is something I want to do. But I do also want to, like I said, make a little bit of progress towards going out and fighting Eikthyr. This boar over here I can get rid of because I have 3 of them over there. And for the moment I think this can stick around. I don't need to tear it down or anything like that. Let me check on these boars real quick. And the only reason why I'm sneaking up on them is for sneaky training. But also, until they're tame, like, they don't really like people being around. Oh, that boar has been tamed? Okay. Well then, it shouldn't be too much longer for the others, right? Boar has been tamed. Boar has been tamed. There we go. And now we'll start getting some more boars. That being done, let me grab some food over here. What's that? Is that something I can... Ah. It's what's left of whatever the house was in. I'm stumbling over my own words. It's what was left over from the house that was here. Alright, it's a tier 2 axe, tier 2 hammer. I need to upgrade the bow. I have a tier 2 shield. I don't need 2 torches. I can put the food there. Let me rearrange this a little bit. So I have food. Arrows can go over here. That's also food, but I would like some mushrooms and berries. Which am I gonna eat though? Let's see. Oh, before I forget, I should also build the beehive. So I'm getting more honey. And I need 10 wood for that. That's another thing I want to keep an eye out for, is more bees to be able to make more honey. Alright, we'll put this right here in the middle of the berry bushes. And we'll start getting some of that taken care of as we go. Food that I want to eat. I guess berries for stamina at the moment. I don't want to use the honey quite yet since I don't have much of it. We'll go with boar meat and... we'll go with deer meat. And then I should probably get a well-rested bonus right here. Just sit by the fire. This is another trick I learned, is sitting down and pulling out your hammer gives you a lower view to be able to build things. So you can kind of put things like under where you could normally see. Alright, now, what do I need to upgrade the bow? Well, I need a tier 2 workbench, which will be fine. 4 leather, 1 deer hide. I don't know if I have 4 leather at the moment. I do. Okay, good. Then what do I need for the upgrade? Wood and flint. There's flint. And I guess I have plenty of wood on me. Alright, so we'll build this thing. And we'll put it outside the building. It is, you know, a chopping block after all. You don't normally see those inside buildings all that much. And then upgrade the bow. What am I missing now? Deer hide. There we go. Just need one of those. And it is turning night, so I will probably rest again before heading out to adventure. Excuse me, hiccups. Alright, place things there, place things there, and there. Well, not the torch though. Alright, that should be good enough for heading out. Do have plenty of arrows. Oh, the bed is too exposed. Alright, well, it was enough to, maybe if I just turn it. If I do this instead. And just kind of tuck it under there. Still too exposed. Won't even let me claim it. Interesting. Alright. Well. Let me get some more wood here. And looks like we'll have to be doing some late night building. So do a bit of this. A bit of that. Is that good enough? It's probably this side then. I do something like this. Is that good? There we go. Just needed a wall closer to it. And of course, that's a temporary wall. I certainly don't plan to leave that there. That being said, who knows how long it's going to be there before I, replace it. All right. So, gonna continue some exploring. What we did last time, we kind of followed the river. This can go away. This and this. And then I know that there's a bed right here, but we'll mark this as home anyway. But I suppose the easiest thing to do is just to go over this way and start clearing away some of the fog of war as it slowly turns lighter. Mainly looking for deer and boars. I need the deer in order to provide the offering to fight Eikthyr. I don't remember how many trophies I need for that, but I want to say it's 3. But I guess we'll find out eventually. And if I end up with too many trophies, that's fine too. But I'm looking for deer for their hide so I can make some armor. And if I can't find enough of that, then I guess boar hide will do as well. But it just doesn't seem to be as good. I do need to be careful because there is a mountain biome right over there. That's probably why I didn't go very far that way. So we'll just kind of keep that off to the distance, because at this moment, that is a very dangerous place for me. There's a treasure right here, though. So let's grab all of that. Okay, yeah, that definitely looks like that's the reason why I stopped exploring that direction. And of course, while I am just running around, I don't have my weapon out. Travel faster without it. I do also expect that, you know, with me skirting the dangerous area so close, I may come across something that I am going to have to run from, you know? Because there are dangerous and bad things over there. And of course, the deer know that I'm hunting them. They know I can't go near the mountains, so they're all spawning over there. Oh, here's another one of these, though. What does this one say? This runestone. Hold, traveler, and bear witness to my warning. We are many who have come before you, carried here by Odin's will to do his work. The path ahead is hard and the dangers are great. If you hold your life dear, keep to those meadows and make your dwelling away from the trees. Fear the Horned One and the creatures he will send against you. I may have read that one already. Well, not this specific one, but one that said the same thing. Alright, just kind of travel along the edge of the mountain. Looks like I'm turning this direction. And I will be running everywhere I go. Another berry, which I don't have with me. Oh, we're gonna have to forage on our way. Now these are just boars. I'll go ahead and move up to them and attack. They come after me, they don't run away. And one more. I do hear some deer nearby. But, you know, I guess it... Oh, that was louder. After all that loggins, we built a road towards Spooky Death. There would be a highway to the danger zone. Yeah. Alright. Now there's that guy there. There's deer. Look at that one. And missed it. There we go. I don't remember how many I need to build what I want. Oh, hello. Some more mushrooms. So, once again, oops, not that one. Once again, we'll add this. Let's try that again. Mushroom. All right. That's 3. I think I have 7 back at home. And this is close enough to the other one that I feel I don't need to mark another mushroom. Right there, I'll probably just see them when I go gathering again. And this is only 3, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I try to make sure that there are a decent amount of mushrooms or whatever I'm marking, so it's not just like I'm running to this far off dot that I've placed for just 2 bits of something. Oh, there's some berries right there. Grab this to eat. So there we go, more stamina. And then back down this way. Been lurking? Sorry, I forgot my lurky emotes. Hey, no worries. You know, glad to have you here. Let's see here. Bit more foraging over here. It's 5 more mushrooms. 6 mushrooms. And yes, by the time I am fully done exploring, there will be little markers everywhere on my minimap. So that's just the way I play the game, you know? Mark it just in case I need it. If I don't, then, you know, it's not hurting anything by being there. And to my knowledge, there isn't a limit to the number of markers you can place, which I love that fact about this game, by the way. Too many games give you a gigantic map to explore. You're like, yeah, you only have 100 markers that you can place. And at the beginning, that seems pretty good. It turns out that 100 doesn't go very far. Alright. So we went down this way. And I think it was, once again, the mountain that caused me to stop exploring this direction. Maybe. Yeah, I see it off in the distance. So yeah, I just want to be careful. Maybe cross the river over here and see what's in this little building over here. Improve my swimming a little bit. While I'm glad that that is a skill, it is a skill that is probably the least used. That being said, of course, I have had a few occasions where it's come in handy. You know, sailing with a friend, storm approaches, boat capsizes, we need to swim to shore. And let me tell you, it was a bit surprising that we managed to capsize that boat. Definitely not expecting it to happen. Alright, so there's a little bit of a ravine. Still kind of looking out for some deer to hunt. There's 3 mushrooms. We won't mark that. Then, of course, here is coast, which I'll pick up some flint while I'm over here to help me make more arrows. And another brimstone. Heed these words of Ulf, a poor settler in a strange land. You will find here good stone and wood, and you will need to build a house. You'll need to craft a roof to keep out the rain. Then you'll need walls to stop the roof from falling down. Finally, you must have a door, or it will be much harder to get in and out. These things Ulf has learned for himself. Now he writes them on the stone to help others. Pray to Odin for his soul. Sorry for the little bit of a stutter during reading that. I saw the deer coming in and I was like, oh. Now we're gonna need to hunt birds as well. I need to remember this bow has an awful drop to it. That could also be because my skill in bows is, almost non-existent at the moment. Pick up some more flint. Crafting. And if I come across the Black Forest, I will probably turn around and go a different direction. That looks like it might be Black Forest over there. Again, I don't want to go too far into it before defeating Eikthyr. I don't want to get ahead of myself, basically. I want to play this in the proper order, as it were. Try not to go too deep into the water so I don't get a debuff. We find another bit of a farm, much like the first one that we found. This one has a road sign. Is there anything written? No, there is not. That's a shame. Alright, more of this. Our carrying capacity is getting pretty full at the moment. So I may have to return just to, well, drop off this 78 wood here that I may have been carrying this entire time. What am I looking for? Meat. There we go. Just top that off as well while we're eating things. I think I need a couple more deer to finish up the hunt. Maybe some boar as well. I don't remember my exact number of things that I need for everything here. Switch back to this. And actually, I should be doing this as well. I should be building the shield, getting some practice blocking in. So I can do that. And practice stunning enemies. Because it's probably something I should be doing. I don't know, I don't think... There's another beehive. I don't think bosses can be stunned. So it might not be much for that. Oh, there's some honey. Should be another bee around here somewhere. There we are. Another queen bee to make another hive to get some honey. We have some more of this. Just a lot of stuff over here. Oh, there's a deer right there. There we go. And I know sneaking isn't necessarily something that you need to do, because again, in my friend's game, I know somebody that didn't get his first level of sneak until we were running around in the plains, and he's like, "Wait, you can sneak in this game?" And he did it once and then never again. He's the type of sort to go running in sword and shield at the ready. That sort of thing. Which, you know, is perfectly fine. Everyone has their play style. And sneaking is just not part of his. I wanted to check all of the houses before looking at the runestone that's over there. I think I saw a runestone at least. Right over here. And it is also getting to be nighttime, so I want to get back home and rest up. Although, home is very far away at the moment. Ah, there's a bunch of boar here. So I'm betting... Oh, that's a 1-star boar. If I wasn't so far away from home, that would have been great. Missed it. Got it. Alright, let's see what this has to say. This land is hard and wild, but we who are brought here are harder still. Take comfort, traveler, in the gifts before you. The good wood and stone, the fruits and flowers of the forest. Look also to the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quietly to them, let them eat of your stock. Fruits of the ground are their pleasure. So, little tips for, you know, getting through the game. Basically, it's saying that boars will run away from from the open flames, so like campfires and torches. Um, but if you pen them in and feed them roots of the earth, which is what I assume is referring to mushrooms, possibly other um, things later in the game as well. Um, so like I think carrots, turnips, I think is something in the game. I can't remember. Again, it's been like 8 or more months since I've last played. So, um, this is a bit of a getting back into the game type of thing as well. Oh, and there's a deer. I'm slow on the draw. Alright, running back home because it's cold, and at night more monsters appear. So, you know, I don't know if monsters are stronger at night. I don't think so. But perhaps they are. I don't know if I can get up over on that side. This looks like it's a little bit more shallow. There we go. That worked. Alright, now we need to head more west than anything else. Just trying to get my stamina back in between running up the hillside. These guys definitely appear more often at night. And we're heading straight this way. Oh, and here's the second Eikthyr totem right next to the first one. A bit strange, but you know, these worlds are just randomly generated, so it is a thing that happens. One of my worries is not being able to find certain things that should be easy to find, like, or that kind of have not really game progression locked behind it. That's just gonna happen, you know. To find the next boss, you have to go to different dungeons. These two just normal boar they are. So I may have to go into a bunch of dungeons before I find the boss of the next area. That sort of thing. But like, I'm hoping that I will be able to find the merchant fairly easily. Of course, I may have to sail out and about to find him. Oh, hello. Skeleton. Right. Shield. There we go. Skeleton trophy. Bone fragments. Skeletal remains. For more bones. I didn't know that was right here. Interesting. I've already been through here. I guess I didn't realize that that was a place where skeletons could spawn. Alright. Here's the other thing too, is at night there's no music, or very little music. So, you know, want to make it more neat and so that we have some good background music to listen to as well. Fire's still going. Let's go ahead and put some fuel on it so it doesn't go out. And then dreams usually pass too quickly for me to read them all, so I'm not necessarily going to let dreams say. I tried the first one, and it was like, nope, you don't get to read more than 7 words. A rainy day. Well, before I do anything, let me just place things away like that. Again, I want to keep the torch. I do want to keep the wood at this point, so since it is raining out, this is a good day to be building up some more rather than hunting, because the rain's going to make it so that my stamina doesn't come back as easily, and, you know, makes it harder to see things out and about. Right, for a moment I was wondering why this wasn't repairing. It's a torch. Of course I can't repair it. Alright, so what kind of things do I need to make? So I'm still wearing rag clothing, which is not great. It's only armor 1. Leather is better. It's made with deer hide. Looks like only 6 for that. 6 for that. And it's a tier 2 craft, so I would need to make a tier 3 to upgrade it. So I might only need 12? Is there anything else I can make? Deer hide cape. I'd need more bone fragments for that, though. So, here we go. We'll just equip the new armor. We're now a little better equipped, not just wearing a tunic. This is probably going to be tossed somewhere where it can despawn. Scared the deer off right away, didn't I? Well, there's another one. Okay, got that one. Let's see if the first one comes back. Let's gather the stuff up first, though. Here we are. I hear it nearby. I didn't see it, though. So it probably saw me and ran off again. Anyway, back to building my house, I suppose. We have another beehive to put up. So, right there. Get some honey from this one. And we'll start building up the walls here. Like normally I wouldn't necessarily want it to be that high because the building starts losing a lot of integrity. But I do also like having the room starting height being at 2 rather than 1. I find if it's at 1, you know, it seems like it's a little cramped. Um, I know that's the style of this and everything, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I like it all that as much. Let's see if I can get an entire lined up here. That doesn't quite work. There we go. Something like that. Now that we have support on this end as well. That all looks good. I should be able to take these down. Hopefully the roof stays intact. Well, this part of it does at least. That can be taken down, put in one of these half blocks. We'll also need to build a chimney for the smoke to escape once we actually have a roof going. And then, where is it? This right here. Fill in these gaps. I do want to leave that open for the time being, just because that is going to be how the smoke escapes until I actually build a chimney. Then we'll finish off the rest of this wall here. And then we're going to need to decide on where to put a door. Where do I want to enter and leave my place? So, it might be over on this side, like here. That would give me, you know, well, if I have a fenced-in little garden thing here, I might want the doorway to be here, so I'm not just stepping out into a fenced area. If it's over here, then I kind of have maybe a little walkway that I can put right through here, build it up to here. Also, how are the boars doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let me get some more food for them. Not going to drop the entire 25 in there for them. But how about... I don't know how many they're going to want. That should be good enough to start with. Then I'm also going to do something with this boar pen. Like, it's not just going to be these, you know, weathered walls, because I want to build something on top of it to prevent it from weathering and losing its health. What about this direction? I want to exit over here. I don't think so. I think this is where I want the exit to be. Because then, again, it is facing the direction of the things that I will probably want to work with. This I might turn into some farmland, start planting some stuff over here, maybe make a path going along here and up that way, that sort of thing. Um, Eventually, I want to do something with this over here, because I do know chickens exist in the world, um, and I wouldn't mind having chickens and eggs. Also, I like this door. I know it's not a door, it's a gate, but the the normal door just seems a bit weird to me. Like, there's nothing bad about it. It works just fine. I just don't like the way it looks as much. And I'm out of wood. Well, at least I was able to put a door in first. Yeah, do have some more over here. That's fine then. Put that in storage for the moment. And that'll be the last of the wood that I have on. Once this is gone, I will have to go get more. Now, is this going to work all the way across? Or am I going to need some support? It should work all the way across. It's mainly this central part I'm worried about. Placement. There we go. Alright, so, I mean, it is dark orange, but it's not red. And then want the floor back right there. Is this where I want my fire to be? Like, I don't see why not. Right next to the crafting bench is fine. Kind of make it do something like this. Make it look like I specifically made this part to be for the fire. Granted, it is wood, so, you know, maybe not the greatest. And then break that out. And want something like this. Wooden chimneys, certainly don't recommend it, but, you know, it's all that I have to work with at the moment. And the rain has stopped. Wonderful. Alright, let's get ladder up to the roof. And we're out of wood, of course. Alright. Let's take care of some of these stumps. Oh, I'm out of food. Hold on. That's not good. Do that. Do that. Don't need to go full in on food when I'm just sitting around at home. Building the house. Oh, there's a deer just sitting right there. That's gonna happen a lot, by the way. I'm not gonna see it until it starts running away. Alright, I suppose I can take this apart. Don't need this workbench anymore, so I have one right inside. So let's just tear this down. workbench right here. Because I am now outside of the workbench area. And now the supports are gone, but as the house comes down on its own. Except for the floor, of course. There we go. I was wondering why that one was staying up so long. Did I put anything in that? So there we are. Yeah, see, they turn the ground into dirt underneath their houses as well. So, kind of glad that I did. I need to fill in this side over here, but I want to finish somewhat of a chimney, I guess. How do I want to do this? Like, okay, I kind of want it to be somewhat similar to the house. So I'm just going to have a half wall here. Oh, that's me getting smoked out. There we go. Something like this. So that the smoke doesn't go into the house so much. And then we also need something like this. This is kind of a, make it look like a bit of a hatch that opens up to let the smoke out, because if I don't do something like that, when it rains, it just checks to see what is directly below it. So if there's no cover there, then the rain will fall down and put the fire out. So with this, it looks like it's a bit of a chimney. And it is. And then just a hatch on top that can be closed to whenever the chimney is not in use. Which is almost never in my case. And then on the sides, I do still like, you know, the all of this coming down like this, the extra length on the sides as these houses are made with. Because then this can be turned into an outdoor kind of area. So kind of a workshop built off the side, that sort of thing. And I can attach, I want them there or here. Like I could attach something there, but if I go any further with the roof, I still kind of want it to have an overhang. So if I do something like this, put that there, then I can have this one here and a half one on top of it, connecting there. And then that'll kind of work for that. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it does work. And then one on this side as well. So I just need that there. There. To allow me to put this one there. this one on top. And then that also should help provide support for the part that's over here. Then under here be where like this thing is. So this is where I can chop wood. I think I have another upgrade that I can do, the tanning rack. That might look better by the fire, just so it seems like it's using the fire to dry it rather than just sitting outdoors. What else can we do? Could put some stacks of wood and stones under here, some coal as well. Stake wall will definitely be needed later, but at the moment I think we're pretty fine with it. And it's nighttime all of a sudden. So let's go ahead and have a rest. Might have a quick look around as well to see if I can find any more skeletons. I doubt it though. Just because I think they appeared because it was nighttime. I do need to finish off of this side of the house though. Oh, and I can fill in that top part now that I have a chimney. So I can this in like that, flip it around, one in like that, and then do the same for this side. I don't think I placed right. There we go. Nope, this was the right way it was facing. One there. There. The big walls like this. Now that that's all done, fix the place up so that it's no longer weathered. It is a brand new home, just built. Hammer's almost broken. Might help if I'm out of building menu. Fix up the floor a bit since it was weathered by the rain as well. Some of this isn't really all that damaged, but you know, I want it to be at full health for whenever it has to repel enemies. Is that everything? That might be everything. Alright. And just in case you're wondering, I know most of you probably know what all the colors mean here, but when something is highlighted in blue when it's placed as a building, it is 100% solid. It's considered a foundation, and has no chance of breaking them because of like gravity and such. Once it is no longer attached to the ground, you can see it starts changing colors, going from green to yellowish green to an orange to a red orange, and eventually to a red if you take it that far. And what all that is saying is this is how structurally sound this bit of the construction is. So if I were to attach something to this orange part, uh, it wouldn't have as much support as if I attached it to a green or a blue. So you can only build so far before uh, things will start caving in. So, you can only build a house so high um, or so big without having like pillars or something in the middle to support it. So that's what all that is about for those of you that are curious. Um, for the moment, I'm still okay with just having my treasure chests outside. Oop. Again, torch goes in there. Probably don't need to be carrying around that much flint or wood. What do I need to craft? Because it is probably getting close enough to the point where I have enough to confront Eikthyr. Granted, some people probably confront Eikthyr right off the bat. Could be wrong, but the fire may need 1 square meter to vent. Ah, that could be. Let me see. Oh, oh. That fence is doing weird things to the camera. Over here it seems okay, but that's, where it's trying to go. If it keeps choking out, removing the far chimney half wall should work for you. Also, sound for your hatch idea. Okay. I didn't see it choke out, but if it is choking out, then I think you are probably right. I mean, I do have a little bit of smoke coming in through here, so it's probably like pushing through or something. The top one, just an observation. Okay. Hey, I have no problems with that. So like this one that I'm facing, like maybe that'll help it escape a little better. Certainly looks like it is. Brain just rolled that 1 meter by 1 meter thing. And it certainly does look like it's working better at this point. So thank you for that. Built a lot of chimneys. I hear ya. I hear ya. Okay, so let's have a look inside. And of course, it is just a bare room at the moment. I will put in shelves probably over here. Just so like this seems like it will be my kitchen area. It's where I'll cook the food. Eventually, when I get the upgraded stuff, they'll probably go right along here. Storage would go over here so that I can just turn and have a quick look at it. Things like that. Something I will be asking when I get to it is when I do build this and I start putting in signs, I will need a reminder on how to make the text a different color than black, because black text in a shadowy room is very hard to read. I would like to change it to like white or something for easier readability. I found being an engineer at heart doesn't help when you play these games with friends who want amazing things but do not want to build them. I mean, I don't know. Like, if they want amazing things but they don't want to build them, you being the engineer could, if it's something you enjoy, could build it for them and No idea how to change the text color. Lots of torches. Okay. I'll have to look that up then, because I know that was a change that they made. That you could win. I think I can actually make a sign at the moment. Let me see. Maybe I can't yet. Nope, there's a sign. I just need some wood and the one piece of coal that I made. Grab this. They did make a lot of changes that I haven't read about. Well, it's not a recent change. This is something that they did, 8+ months ago. Um, but you could put up a sign. I don't know which way is front. See if it's easier to read out here. Okay, that has the dots on it, so that's the side that the text goes on. So, putting up a sign like this, and then typing on it, so something like that. Right now it's easy to see, but when it gets dark, I think you last played when the Queen boss was added, Mistlands. Ah, okay. So, a little bit... or a little. You've played the game a little bit longer than I have. I think it was somewhere in the middle of the Mistland stuff that I ended up stopping. No, must have been about the same time, because I was saying earlier that we were really trying to look for the boss of the Mistlands. We just couldn't find a runestone that would lead to it. So, and we just couldn't find a random area where it spawned. So, I thought, is it something like? Let me see if I can remember. Something like. This? I don't remember how this kind of thing goes. No, wasn't like that. Was it a slash instead? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I know that there's a way that you can put in text that will change the color of the sign's text itself. And I will want to do that when I get around to it. In the meantime, what am I trying to craft? Sorry, I got distracted by the whole sign crafting thing. Alright, so we have our tunic, we have our pants. Can't upgrade them because that requires a tier 3 thing, which is this, which requires 20 leather scraps. I don't have 20 leather scraps on me at the moment. I don't mind having to go out hunting for them, but maybe I do have the boars and the pin right over there. Maybe I can use a couple of them when they grow old enough and whatnot. So, that'll be something I will be doing. Got everything built up nice, including boss fight bases for Yagluth and the Queen. Essentially buildings with fully loaded food and potion chests, and mannequins for pertaining to any of the loading up before boss fights. Very nice. Then everybody stopped playing. Yeah, and that's kind of how it is, If there's no new things to explore or new bosses to fight or anything like that, Some people will just stop playing for a bit. You know, other games come out that are brand shiny new, just like this one was when it first came out. And then they play that, and then they get distracted by that, and they just don't come back to it. So, I know how it goes. Still got my engineering fix, so it's still great. Well, that's good. Alright, so can't upgrade my armor. Armor is gonna be as good as I can get at the moment. Um, a cape, I need 2 more bones, so it's possible, but not likely. Dogluth built a cabin atop stone fingers. Nice. Um, we used the stone fingers to protect ourselves from it. So the shrine was pretty much destroyed after the first fight. So that's how my party went. Arrows I could probably, well, I have 115 flint arrows. Should be good. Dangerous stairs, basically. Without a feather cape, they can be scary. And, you know, that is one of the big things that I was worried about all the time, is when I'm building things, I'm up on the roof, I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I have, some basic food having been eaten, so that if I do fall from the roof, I don't die instantaneously because of having 25 health. Um, Axe we have upgraded, did upgrade it. Bow is upgraded. The hammer is upgraded. The hoe is not, but that's just one wood, 1 stone. I don't necessarily need to upgrade it right now. Oh, leather helmet. Another 2 armor. For 6 hide. Do I have 6 hide over here? I do not. I have 4. Let me hunt 1 or 2 more deer. And then I'll give Eikthyr a poke, see how dangerous he is. Food, that's what I'm looking for. So I'll have a berry, I'll actually carry that with me. Sure, mushroom and some boar meat. Rested bonus is good enough for the moment. I can't remember if sitting by the fire made you heal faster or not. So like that's 14. Whereas out here, I want to say it's 6. So okay, you do heal faster sitting by the fire. So let me just top it off here. I guess 75 is enough. Just running back and forth at this point. Now up here, there was a deer at one point. Let me see if I can find it again. Because they usually return to about the same place that you see them in the first place. At least it seems that way to me. Maybe they don't. Otherwise, I suppose you wouldn't be able to get boars to follow you to pin them in or anything like that. Oh, I heard one. There we are. Got it. Oh, and this little guy his attention too, huh? Or not. You know, if he wants to hide behind a tree, that's fine with me. As for... Oh, I heard another one. That was 2 deer hide. That's enough. I don't need to hunt anymore. Oh, there's the deer. Not good enough at running to chase him down quite yet. Eventually. Of course, if they turn the wrong direction... No. There it goes. Alright, let's get a helmet crafted. Then we'll rest for the night. Leather helmet right there. Again, I think it needs, yeah, tier 3 to upgrade it. Put that on, and well, at least you still get to see some of the hair that has been chosen for the character. That is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, is you go through all the effort to make a character, and like, you know, this one obviously doesn't have that much character design, so it's not that much of a deal. But some games, you go through... Feel cold. Oh, that must have been just the night ending. You go through hours and hours. Well, in my case, I go through hours and hours of character creation, going through what I can make my character look like. It's mostly facial stuff, of course. And then 5 minutes into the game, hey look, here's your first hat. And I don't get to see the character's face ever again. Alright, what am I gonna eat for this one? I think it just might be these 3 things. I still have some time left on this stuff, though. Alright, let me cook up a bit of this and a bit of this. Well, not that much. Let's put that back. Cook up this meat right here while we wait for the mushroom to wear off. No, I'm not going to craft it. What am I doing? Put it on the fire. Cook up the meat. And then once I'm able to replace the mushroom with some other type of food, then I will... Oh, I also need trophies. I don't want to forget that. As soon as I put the next bit of meat on, I'll go grab the trophies out of wherever they are. So we'll want that. 5 should be enough. And this will give us some food for afterwards as well. I gotta say, I like the rework that they did for the food. I think it makes a lot of sense. So you've got your 3 categories of food. You've got your health food. You've got your balanced food, and you've got your stamina food. Health food seems to usually be meats and stuff like that. So in this case, like cooked boar, cooked elk. Your stamina food seems to be like fruits and stuff. So like berries, blueberries, things like that. And your balanced stuff is just kind of the in-between stuff. So your mushrooms, I guess honey is a stamina food. Um, I think there are a couple other. I thought like deer meat used to be a balanced food, so maybe they went did a rebalance. I don't know. Um, I just remember there being a good selection of everything um, that you could eat, but there's always some things that are the best food to eat. So like boar meat and deer meat, I kind of view on the same tier of food, but boar meat only gives 30 and 10, while deer meat gives 35 and 12. And it is kind of a ratio like that. So, um, like for every 5 points of health, you get basically 2.5 stamina, from what I recall. Maybe it's not. Maybe like not all of it's the same because this one gives 35 stamina but only 8 health. Whereas this is 35 and 12. But I suppose you don't have to cook the honey. So just grab some more honey from the knives here. And it looks like I can go ahead and reapply some of these things. So let me head over to Eikthyr, and I'll kind of have a look and see which one of these two shrines looks like it's a better place to fight. I don't want things like a bunch of trees getting in the way, that sort of thing. I also don't know how strong it's going to be, so I may very well not succeed here. Another deer. Do want to try and hunt these when I can, because there is the workbench upgrade that I still need to get, and upgrading the armor, things like that. Oh, ran out of stamina. On. Just have a little walk. Alright, so this one over here is kind of a random one, because the one that's marked big on the map is the one the game pointed me to in the first place. This one is, and it's fairly clear. About the only thing I think be bad for it is that it's all sloped. So like, if I'm on the high ground, it might be a little harder to hit the opponent. Although it's probably, it is just a big deer. So, probably not harder, or probably easier to hit than these guys are. And then this one, I think it's kind of worse because we have this big drop off right here. There's a deer over there. If I kill that one though, it's gonna roll down the mountainside, so maybe not. Alright, so I think I'm gonna confront Eikthyr over here. I'll eat these 3 things like that. So my best stamina food, and my best to health food because I'm going in basically sword and board, axe and a shield. Not sure what weapon I want to focus on this playthrough. Before I do... Oh, hi. Before I get the fight started, I should probably wait until my health is fully regenerated. Then I think it's just a matter of offering up the item. $96 should be enough. So, here we go. Offering up, let's see, I have 6 trophies. It takes 2 to make the offering. And he is appearing right over here. Now we get the fight music started. Oh, gotta be careful. There we go. Oh, wasn't quite expecting that. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he stuns that easily. Only really get a couple of hits in at a time before he's out of range. Oh, come on back over here, buddy. Oh, you missed me. I missed you. That's what I was worried about the slope for. And this is why I wanted to get a little bit of shield practice in first, so that I would be able to time this a little bit right. Ah, the shrubbery stopped me from being pushed back. Interesting. Ow. I wasn't timing that one at all. I'm glad that I'm not fighting over by the one with a ledge, because with how much he pushes back, I'd hate to be pushed off the ledge and fall to my death. Ow. Didn't block that one at all. Alright, so it's not as difficult as I thought it'd be. I did kind of prepare though. So, oh. Oh. Interesting. Broke the rock. Which is kind of funny considering what you get from him as a reward. Alright, just a couple more hits and should be good. And down he goes. There we go. I was worried for a second. And we take his antlers, and we take his head as a trophy. And Hugin reappears. Hello, Hugin. Congratulations, warrior. Return to the sacrificial stones with your forsaken trophy and offer it as a sacrifice to make the gods smile upon you. So, um, for those of you who don't know why we are here, um, Odin has this realm is where it seems Odin sends his enemies. Oh, hello. Um, whether it's for exile or prison or whatever it is, this realm is where he sends his enemies. Um, oh, that's a 1 star. And so, for a long time, they they have been here, um, basically gathering their strength. And once Odin heard word that his enemies were gaining strength here, he sends uh, uh, is it Freya, I think, who's in charge of the Valkyries. So, I one of the Valkyries finds you one of their Einherjar, and you get brought to this realm to uh, defeat Odin's enemies. And by the looks of things, at least according to some of these rune stones that we've found out and about, I am going the wrong way. I want to go this way. We're not the first ones here. So, like, what's the name? Ulf, I think, is someone who has been here before us. Had to learn everything from the beginning, and that's another thing. That's why we don't have any skills. We're not trained in anything. All our skills start at 0, that sort of thing, is because we are from what I understand, a freshly dead human who has become a Einherjar. So we have forgotten a lot of the things from when we were living, and so now we are relearning them as we go. And that also kind of ties into when we die and be resurrected, because we are Einherjar, eternal battles in Valhalla and all that. We only lose a little bit of our skills in order to be resurrected. So as long as we keep training ourselves, we won't really be losing anything. So this is the Circle of Stones that we started in. There is a stone for every single boss. I do like the fact that they have an inscription, a picture on them now. It used to just be, I think, more or less a stone similar to this, with the chain around them, but now they are all individual. And you kind of get a sense of what each boss looks like. So, Eikthyr, of course, is the deer. This one is a tall and skinny, kind of like an Enderman or something like that. Here we have Oogie Boogie. This looks like a serpent of some sort, a dragon, I guess. Over here you have, looks kind of like a necromancer's skull. So when I first thought we'd come across him, he'd be like just this necromancer probably raising the undead to come fight us and all that stuff. But no, it is actually just a giant skull, which I thought was funny. And then I've never encountered this, so I have no idea other than I know it's an insectoid of some sort. So I have no idea what this one looks like other than its outline, of course. I never did read the stone here, so maybe I should. So his antlers are branches of iron. They crack the rocks and bring down mountains. His hooves are the sound of thunder. His voice, a howling gale. So it's a bit of a descriptor of what we have fought. And then here's a hook that once we have the trophy, we can place it upon the hook. You can kind of get a good look at him. Lights up a bit. And we have, oh, hi Hugin, hold on. We have our first boss recaptured, I guess, since I guess they broke out of their prison within the prison. So let's see what Hugin has to say. You've been granted the power of Eikthyr. Use it in times of need. Your next target dwells in the Black Forest. Go there, explore the land, and uncover their lost treasures and resources. The Elder awaits. And the Elder is the next boss, so this guy right here. So if I read this one. First of the forest, king in the wood, lord over those who dwell at his feet. His roots will grow where cities once stood. Their blood his wine, their flesh his meat. So, again, a bit of a descriptor of what the next boss will be like. Located in the Black Woods. So, again, tall and skinny. He is the first of the woods, basically. And so I expect maybe some... Oh, I forgot to do something while I was here. Maybe something like fire will be useful against him. I don't know. I've only used other abilities. So, since we have defeated Eikthyr, we can then use, I guess, his essence to give us an ability. So, by activating the power like so, we now have the ability to, if... Oh, it just goes away. I was hoping it would come back so I could read it. Basically, running and sprinting will use 60% less stamina while it's active. It'll be active for 5 minutes, and then has a cooldown of 20 minutes, I believe. Ow. I just threw a rock at me. Alright, it is nighttime. Do see a deer right over there. A little low on the shot, but it worked. I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of deer meat to cook up once everything is said and done. Alright. Just kind of having a look around. It is dark out. It is night. I'm hoping to find a skeleton again. Where is my sway? It is a little difficult to see deer, of course. Oh, there it is. I'll just run home. If I happen across skeleton along the way, then that'll be great. If not, I'll have to go looking for one. I don't know where that rock is that I encountered before. So that's fine. We're back at home. Seems like fire. Yeah, the fire's still going. But just in case, let's put a couple more logs on the fire going. And we'll have a rest for the night. I wish I could click, or I wish this would, the dreams would stick around until you clicked, so that you had time to read it all out loud. Because trying to read those narratively doesn't give you enough time. Alright, so repair everything up. And have a look at what new things I can craft. So the new thing I can craft is an antler pickaxe. It is a hard antler and 10 wood. I received 2 antlers from Eikthyr to begin with. I think it's random. I think it's like a 2 or 3 that you get from them. Here's 10 wood that I would need. And we'll get ourselves... Actually, you know what? I'm moving the bed. No longer needs to be right there. Can do something like this. Just right in the middle again. Claim it. Should be close enough to the fire. And now it's not going to get in my way every time. And we can now make an antler pickaxe. The tool is hard enough to crack even the most stubborn rocks. Craft it up like that. See what it needs for an upgrade. It is not in here. Interesting. It cannot be upgraded. Okay. So now I have a pickaxe, which I can use. I'm gonna order this a little bit here. Oh, this was going to be... I guess it can go there. That can go there. Something like that. I want my weapon and shield to be next to each other. Easier to get at. Alright. Place things in the chest. Get my torch back out again. Hello, Hugin. Saw you out of the corner of my eye. What can I do for you? You've crafted a pickaxe. The Black Forest is rich in minerals. There you can find copper in the ground and tin lining the ocean shore. Lining the ocean shore, sorry. Now go forth and strike the earth. Alright, so next up it seems I am to venture into the Black Forest. Since it is a new area, I am going to continue using the better food that I have, just because I know that since it's a new area, things will be tougher and more dangerous, and they'll do more damage, and I want to be able to survive, you know? Alright, so those 3 things will be good for 15 minutes, 15 to 20. Get some more honey so I don't run out. Then the rest of the stuff will just carry with me for the moment. It doesn't weigh too much. But it's not like I know where the Black Forest is either. So, I'm going to have to look around. I know to the southwest is the mountain. I don't want to go there. So, I think I am going to continue up the east coast over here and kind of see what the island looks like, get an idea of that, and work from there. There's the deer that I scare off again. Well, so be it. If I come across them and I don't scare them off, I'll hunt them. If not, I'll probably let them go. Because I also don't want to waste the day. Because I could stay out all night. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's a little more difficult, a little more time consuming. At nighttime, monsters spawn much more. So, I mean, if that's what I'm looking for, that'd be great. But it gets cold at night, and therefore my stamina generates slower. And especially if it rains, then that's doubly bad. Oh, you're running off. Well, maybe not. Oh. Hold on. Walking like this is slow. But... oh, yeah, I have a fast sidestep, or a faster step, when aiming the bow. Very interesting. That might make it a little better to say, if you're behind a rock, there's a deer right over there. You line up your shot behind the rock, then you step out real quickly, take the shot. That of course missed because I shot too low, and now it's running away. But that seems pretty nice. Just a little bit faster way to step out. Because yeah, a lot of times stepping out would cause them to see you, and then they'd run off, wouldn't get to take your shot because you're just too slow. Alright, so back over here, got a bit of a cliffside going on. That up. I guess there was a bit of a drop off over by this place as well. So I guess it didn't really matter which place we fought Eikthyr at. Nope, that's not the right button anymore. It's this one. There we go. We need a lot of boar leather for things that we need to craft. And then we'll just walk down the slope here and swim across to the other shore. Again, I kind of consider this all the same island. I don't see a river being enough of a feature to separate things. Oops, again. Gotta remember it's over here now. There's one more. Another more. This time we'll kind of follow this shoreline as we go. See if it meets up in the middle, and then maybe explore what we skipped over. I'll pick up a few flint, I suppose. Just because I'll probably be using them for arrows. I mean, I am using them for arrows. There's no probably about it. I do have wooden arrows, but, you know, if I can make better arrows, I might as well. Do you want to keep an eye out for birds as well? Because anything except the basic wooden arrows require feathers. Just having a look around, see if I can see any deer as I go. Because if I go, oh, there goes a bird. Already you've seen, if I go running about, deer are gonna see me before I see them. But whatever. Some more boar. Oh, hold on. Bird. Oh, come on. Fine. Oh, you're not dead. Oh, just a normal one as well. Not a 1-star. There's some stuff over there. Might be interesting to take a look at. Some deck. I don't think I've killed one of these yet, have I? Ow. I have not. Fresh meat. I'll just run over here. I think this might actually be the start of a black forest, if a small one. Because I think those are like pine trees right over there. Oh, and that's definitely copper right there for sure. Just got to be careful of the stealthy trolls. They'll get you if you're not paying attention. I think that something as large as a troll would be able to be sneaky. And then they surprise you. There we go. Oh. Yep. Black Forest. I bring tidings. Hello, Egan. Nomad adventurer, or has it that some traders have found themselves into the 10th world? If you find yourself in need of special commodities, you might want to seek them out. One of them should be somewhere in a forest such as this. I'm terribly sorry I can't be of more help. You'll have to keep an eye out. And so I will, because a trader is actually something I would like to find, to get some items early on, I guess. But, you know, it is a randomly generated world. It may take some time for me to find the right black forest that they are in. But right here is a big chunk of stone. And you can see it is slightly different than this stone. For one thing, it doesn't pop up the words copper deposit when you hover over it. So this is all just stone. This is actually a deposit of copper, which you can then start using your pickaxe to mine up. And copper is, you know, very sturdy. I am just a beginner at pickaxing, so I'm not doing much damage to it at the moment. But eventually I get through it, and I end up with copper. Oh, and it appears that I have angered some things. Oh, or maybe they have just decided to duke it out on their own. There we go. Bone fragments. Also, Hugin is back. Hello, Hugin. I found some ore. Raw ore needs to be refined in the smelter before you can work on it at the forge. To build a smelter, you will need certain cores. Search for them in the dark places beneath the earth. Okay, so that's basically saying that this ore that I am acquiring needs to be smelted into ingots before I can then use those ingots to craft better tools. So I do have to keep my eye out for things that he's talking about. They're basically, oops, that's not what I want. They're basically dungeons scattered about. I might be able to find some as I roam around. Oh, I will have to find some as I roam around. Because that's the only place that I can get them at the moment. Ah, a rock embedded in the rock. But for the moment, let me see. Oh, that didn't give me any copper. Right, not all of these. It is rock and copper, I suppose. So not every chunk is going to have copper. But that did. But I also don't want to grab too much because it is very heavy, and also my inventory is filling up rather quickly. I have some more boars over here. So I'll take them out. See if this bird flies away. Yep. Maybe I was too close to that one. And here's another skeletal remain on the floor, which will give me enough bones to make a cloak at this point. But also, while I'm here, oh, here we are. I was gonna say I want to chop down a pine tree if I am able to see if it gives me anything new. I don't think so, other than like maybe a pine cone. But I just want to be sure. Right, I have 2 logs. One looks like it's going to, oh. Hi? Oops, hold on. Throwing rocks at me. Just too busy avoiding them to see what they're, what I was able to now craft. Alright. Got a Grey Dwarf trophy, Grey Dwarf eye. I also got a new item. What is this? Corewood. That's right. I'd forgotten about corewood. So corewood is a bit different, a bit of a different type of wood. It's a little more sturdy. You can build longer pieces with it. What do I not need? Suppose I don't need stone. Go ahead and grab the tin for a moment. It does look like it's getting dark again. My journeys out here just aren't taking, or are taking a long time, it seems. But then again, I'm not really coming out here with a specific purpose. I'm out here to explore, to see what there is over here, that sort of thing. Thought there was something over here that I wanted to take a look at. Maybe it was that I saw. I don't know. But I know there are other things out here as well. Um, that being said, I suppose I don't have the inventory space for it, do I? Oh. I have another guy coming at us. There we go. I should probably bring this stuff home. Let's go ahead and eat that for the extra stamina. Yeah, it's probably going to get cold here soon if it hasn't already. It might have already. Put that stuff away so I run faster. I'm not going to worry about the bird now. I don't have room for feathers. Alright, now we're back in the meadows. A little bit safer, but still not completely safe at night. And there's the you feel cold. So at this point, I'm just gonna make a run home. And as I do this more often, of course, it's a little building. Anything interesting in it? Death. That's what's interesting in it. Didn't realize those guys were following me. Oh. One more bone. And this isn't where I thought it was. Right, this isn't the ravine I thought I was up to. See, look at them all. Got blue eyes and yellow eyes. That's a 1-star gray dwarf right there. A little bit tougher than the rest. So let me continue on my way. They don't really drop anything that I'm interested in at the moment. And sure, I got one of its eyes, and I got a trophy from one. But at the moment, I don't think I need anything from them. Eventually I will, of course. This game has done a fairly good job at having early game things that you find be required for later crafting. So the berries that I'm finding are used in some mead recipes further along. But I mean, still, some of them do kind of. Some things have like that single use, like this item is only used to make this one thing type deal. Oh, and my food is running out as well, so yeah, I'm not sticking around. And back to the home, to the house, to the hearth, I guess. I don't really have a hearth yet. just have a campfire and what looks to be a chimney. It's not really, though. All right. And again, don't really like wanting to be out at night too much because there's no music going on. I mean, there's a little bit. Homes up this way. But mostly it's just nighttime noises. Maybe some waves from the sea if you're close enough to hear it. I'm just not traveling north enough. I keep angling to the west. I have to be careful because that's where the mountains are. The mountains are even more dangerous than the Black Forest. I didn't know that in my first playthrough. My initial starting island had a nice snow-capped mountain on it. It's all of this? Did things break? Oh, that was probably from the central wall that I broke down. Alright. Let's place things away. I think I heard Hugin appear nearby. And I walk away, disappear. And I walk forward, and you appear. Alright, Hugin, what do you want? Need to lighten your load. If you carry too much luggage, you will become encumbered, slowing you down and preventing you from regaining your stamina. Okay, well, I guess that's the first time I've encumbered myself. And off he goes. Alright, back inside. Rest up to the next morning. No dreams during the night. And another thing I just remembered I should probably do is I should start decorating. Oh, that's the button I wanted. Because, like, there are things like this deer rug, which I can place, right next to the fire. And that'll increase my comfort bonus. Things like my bed give me a comfort bonus. The fire itself, the roof over my head. Other things like that. I think that's the only one that I can make at the moment, though. That wouldn't have any difference. I do have new things. So like this log pole. If I need a support in the middle of the building. So like all of that is like dark orange and yellow. I could put something like this in there. And right there. And since this is two things, one of which is a foundation support and one is just green, that suddenly makes all that orange and yellow turn into green and yellow. A little bit of orange still over here since it is further away, but this stuff isn't quite needed at the moment. But another thing I like about these is like if you take the log beam Oops, I can't escape like this. Hold on. You take the log like this and start placing it like side by side. You can also place it on top of itself. Obviously, it's not lining up perfectly. You can build yourself a log cabin rather than a plank home. However, I don't feel there's enough variety in the logs to make a decent log cabin, so I haven't really made one yet. Another deer stopping by. So there we go. Slowly gathering meat. And also gathering a bunch of meat that I'm not necessarily going to be able to eat myself. The forest is moving. Well, I am being attacked. One moment. As I heal up a bit, and the greylings and grey dwarves outside attack the things that I own. Or get attacked by the bees that I own. Take that, greyling. Oh, this is a big guy. Get rid of him. Alright. There are a bunch of them about. You know, I said I didn't want to attack you guys. And here you are attacking me. There we go. Got a big one up here. Alright, that's a lot all together. I'm probably going to lose some of the boars that I have. Ow, ow. Take care of this big guy real quick. Ow. Alright, I am low on health. Gonna run about a bit. Forest rests again. Ow. Alright. You say you rest again, but you're not. It's another big one. You know what? If they're gonna chase me, let them chase me this way. Away from my home. Come on, guys. This way. Yes, Hugin, I see you there. I'm a little busy at the moment. Alright, you guys. All over this way. And then I am going to run off this way. And hopefully they will stop chasing me. Well, some of them stopped, I guess. There's still a lot of them right here, though. Ow. Sorry, there's a lot to deal with here. There we go. Alright. They're taken care of. Do I have any boars left? No. Seems like they have taken care of all of my boars. Well, so much for that. Alright, Hugin, what do you want? There you are. Hi. You've been invaded. Monsters will lay siege to your camp from time to time. Strength of arms does not guarantee your victory in these situations. Build a strong defense to weather out the storm. You know, probably would have worked. But, you know, I'm not necessarily like that. Strong defenses just mean that you might have to have a lot of repairs to be done afterwards. And granted, all my boars are dead. I'll have to find some more. Don't want to craft it, I'm just repairing. Oh. You guys broke my workbench. There we are. That back. I suppose I never did finish building this thing, so, you know, it was mostly damaged, and they could basically reach inside to get the boar anyway. In that case, I might want to adjust how this works. So, I could build the same thing. Actually, I'm gonna do something like this, I think. So get the angles right wherever it is. I suppose it's not going to be, is it? Can't do an in-between, because it's either facing the direction of this one or facing the direction of this one. So if I were to do something like this, also that's not where I want it to be. I want it to be up, not on the ground. So kind of like this. That's not going to work quite right there because, well, there is a workbench right in the way. But if I do something like, oh, I'm out of wood. Oops, that's not what I wanted. 2, not F2. There's another deer just thinking it can wander into my home without being hunted. Well, I'll teach it to know that I like deer meat. Tastes delicious and makes good jerky. Alright, we'll get the rest of the stuff from over here. That's all the gray dwarves have dropped. Guess I end up with the stuff from them anyway. Alright, I can build a few more things before I move on. Alright, that's like that. Turn it one more. Am I doing this straight? It is straight along the one that I'm building off of. So I'm basically doing the same thing I did with these. And I'm out of wood again. Although this little bit is kind of hovering above the ground, so I might want to maybe flatten the ground a little bit in here. Let's do something like this. Level the ground. Make it all dirt. Like that. So that when I do this, well, no, it is still like that, so see if I can raise it up a little bit by starting here and making that side a little more level to this side. There, that works. Right, still out of wood. That hasn't changed. Let's go repair my stuff. Get some more wood. Alright, where, I suppose, back over here at my previous home be the best place to go get some more wood from. More stamina for this, of course. Hey, there's 4. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna need you to follow me. Get one of these. Oh, I'm still out of wood though. But I'm breaking one open. Come on in, buddy. On and get me. Right over here. Entrance is right there. You can do it. There you go. Off this way I go. And doesn't. Oh, there's another one. Wonderful. And I get to replace them just as easily. I didn't think it'd be. Oh, come on. Come on, right here. Ow. Back this way we go. Come on in. Oh, gotta make sure I avoid the one that's already in here. There. Do I have any mushrooms on me? I do not. In fact, I have almost everything but mushrooms on me. And these are all full. Okay, how much wood do we have? Oh, we actually have a lot of wood in here. Never mind. Don't tell me I don't have a workbench over here. I do, I thought. No? Well, now I do. Must have broken it in the fight. Just doing that for the time being. Because I have a lot of stuff. Can't do that anymore. I guess I don't know how to just automatically transfer stuff into the chests anymore. It used to be that you could hold it down. Like, hold to stack is to place things in it. But there used to be a way that you could hold down the button and click on the items in the chest to automatically move them in with just a click, rather than doing it like I am at the moment. But I am, rusty with the controls. Things have changed and everything like that. So maybe I just don't know anymore. Alright, mushrooms. We are going to need 8, I guess. Just gonna have to sneak on up. Currently over there. And toss them over the fence. There you guys go. Now, of course, the thing I was building is the boar pin itself. So now that these guys need to be tamed again, I guess I'm gonna have to work on some other things while that's going on. Fix up the bees, so they're all fine. Guess I'll fix up the fence as well. There we go. It's lying over here. A dandelion. Alright. And let me grab that was in the chest over here. Wherever it is. There's some. There's also 15 seeds. I thought, do I have to come up again? Maybe it's not this. Thought there was a way I could plant trees. Maybe it's just seeds. No. Alright, well. The pigs are fed. Looks like we'll be doing some interior building. Maybe the shelves is what I'll work on till they're tame. Alright, Comfort 5. I now get rested bonus for 12 minutes rather than 11. Then I probably should put some lights in here as well. Problem is they use resin, and I don't know. I feel I run out of resin a lot, but maybe it'll work. Let's go to. Actually, how long have I been going for? About 3.5 hours. Um, hmm. This might actually be a good place to call it for the night. You know, I do enjoy playing my Valheim, but at the same time, you know, I should probably give my voice a rest. Don't want it to get too bad um, from just one stream. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for the night. Um, I am gonna be streaming a few other games the rest of the week. Again, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Um, and it's a bit of variety. Uh, I think I have them listed on my schedule on Twitch, or I do make a post about it in Twitter every week. So check those out, see what's going on. Um, of course, I also put all my VODs on YouTube. I'm technically streaming to YouTube as well. Nobody seems to want to watch live things on YouTube, but that's how it goes. Um, so yeah, um, pick whatever you like, watch it however you want. Um, Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will talk to y'all next time.